What's up, guys? This is NorbCam coming at you. Very early morning broadcast. Kind of having to do it since I'm in a unusual location, a little bit different time zone. So I'm a little bit ahead of the day, and I need to get this out before things get going. But I pose the question: should the Seahawks pick up OBJ? If they are going to do it, they're going to have to do it by this afternoon. I believe 1 o'clock Pacific time. We already know Russell Wilson's back, finger healed up quicker than originally expected. I don't think anyone was. I was certainly not surprised that he would be back in time for this game. Will he be 100%? Saw a video of him at practice throwing the ball around. Looked pretty good. Saw one deep throw that was kind of a little bit underthrown, but I'm sure he'll be good to go. What's up, Iron Wolf? Yeah, a lot of you guys are probably still waking up, getting ready for school and whatnot. But the big question is, will we be seeing some breaking news about OBJ this afternoon? And originally I thought, do we really need him? Do we need that potential distraction? We're going to have two divas in the wide receiving core. But I think I'm starting to change my mind on this. One, because, look, we're not talking about a 7-1, 7-2, 8-1 team that's got like the perfect mix of guys, and you don't want to mess up that chemistry. We're a 3-5 team that's desperate to find a way to turn this thing around. We need some sparks, and hopefully the return of Russell will be a bit of a spark, and Chris Carson coming back could be a spark. D. Eskridge coming back will be a spark. And Dante King, yeah, I heard his press conference where Pete Carroll made it sound like he was a little giddy, like, hey, you'll see. Who's to trust press conferences, though? They never say anything that's worth, really you can put your hat on, you hang your hat on. But as I was saying, given the situation with where we're at and the fact that 3-5, I mean, we need to tear it up if we want to even have a chance. There's a chance we can get into the sneak into the playoffs with the additional playoff spot and the fact that a lot of NFC teams are struggling in the middle of the pack. We could definitely squeeze in and get that 7th spot, and who knows, maybe move up there and maybe get one of the other wild card spots. But for that to happen, we got a lot of ground to make up for. And this game in Green Bay was, I already predicted a loss even before the season started, and that's where I assumed everybody would be healthy, right? So now we're getting guys back, and maybe we'll see the version of our team that's healthy. But I would have definitely changed my take on it if we had found out that Aaron Rodgers had COVID one day later. One day. If they had found him testing positive one day later, he would have been ineligible for the Seahawks game. But as it turns out, he's one day, assuming he stays clear of COVID, has negative tests, he will be able to return to the team the day before our game, making him eligible to play. And, man, it's like the lucks. Like Kansas City, totally lucked out. They got the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers, and they got the win out of it. And the Chiefs kind of had a start to the season like the Seahawks did, right? Two great quarterbacks, two great teams. There's, of course, coming off a Super Bowl appearance, struggling early. We're struggling early, but, feeling like we are better than this. And Chiefs got the benefit. Sometimes you're just lucky. And what luck will be on our side? Who knows? It's still possible that Aaron Rodgers, something could happen that would prevent him from being on the field, but I'm going to assume he's going to play. Now, he won't have been able to be with the team the entire week leading up to this, so he's basically been off for 10 days away from the team, supposedly. So will that make a difference? Probably not, because, heck, look at it this way, even Russell Wilson, he's going to have been off for 3 weeks or however long it's been since he hurt his finger, and he's coming back with a few days of practice before they go to Green Bay. How much will that help him? How much did he really need that practice? For veteran guys like this, probably not much. But Russell has had the benefit of being around practice, so he's been connected with the team, whereas Aaron Rodgers should have been away from the facility for 10 days. Will that make a difference? We'll find out. But it's just also the fact that we haven't won a game in Lambeau in the 21st century, and the last time we won it was in 1999 when Mike Holmgren was the coach of the Seahawks. So the odds are definitely not in our favor. Now, of course, that doesn't mean I'm hoping they won't, but I certainly will be thrilled if we can win against them. And if we do, then truly a turning point could be happening if we can actually get this win in Lambeau. So it's one of those things where I'm expecting us to not win, but if we pull off the win, I think suddenly the whole outlook of the season shifts. We give the Packers a third loss. Suddenly we are one step closer to 500, but with a huge signature win under our belt. No one will be saying, "Oh, well, you only beat the Jaguars. Doesn't mean anything," you know. So, so that's a good thing. And the defense is trending in the right direction. You know, we're starting to see cornerbacks who aren't like 10 yards away from the nearest receiver going downfield. So, I think there's signs to be positive. And I see a lot of people still debating the OBJ thing. I mean, it is a little bit of a. I still think if the Seahawks thought this season was really over, like if we were 1-5, 1-6, you know, then I think things would have been different. We might have been doing more moves during the trade deadline, and we wouldn't be considering picking up OBJ. But the fact that they're even considering it means that they still believe that this team has postseason aspirations. Because you wouldn't make a move for OBJ if you didn't think you had a shot. So I'm more and more warming up to the move. Just more than anything, just the spectacle. It'd be fun to see what that's going to look like. And really, can it really be any worse? We could use, you know, Eskridge is coming back, so that's going to change the mix as well. But, you know, we haven't really had that go-to, you know, third receiver. You know, when you think of, you start thinking about the lineup, start thinking about this. Think of Eskridge, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and OBJ. If all those guys are clicking, that's a pretty good series of weapons, not to mention the tight ends. Now we just got to use them and get rid of the ball quick. So I like to think that Russell, after watching things go down and coming off this injury, I would like to think he's going to try not to put himself in harm's way. So I'd like to think he's going to want to try to get rid of the ball quickly as well. So I feel like the formula is lining up for Seattle putting together their best shot in one of the most toughest games of the season. So do I still think we're going to lose this game? I'm going to stick by my early season predictions and say that they will. But if they've got as good a shot that they can at this point of the season, I feel like this is probably it. And if they pick up OBJ, would he be able to play? Is he going to be ready to go? Can he go from picked up on a Tuesday to playing on Saturday? I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I guess it's technically possible, but will it be of use? You know, that's barely enough time to fly over here, get your uniform, and fly over to Lambeau. So I don't know if they're seeing him even being used as quickly as Saturday. But anyway, we'll see. The circus will begin this afternoon, and we'll find out 1 o'clock Seattle time. But yes, Pete was very smiley. But we're gonna base the prediction on how smiley Pete was. Pete's always smiley, right? So we'll see. But you're gonna definitely be looking at the clock right around 1 o'clock or so. So anyway, that's it for now. We got to run, but I just wanted to get some thoughts in there about this OBJ thing. So I'm kind of leaning towards 51-49%, thinking that it's going to happen, and I'm actually open to the idea, which I never would have before. I recall the drama. That's what John Moore is saying here. The drama of, remember when he proposed to the field goal kicking net and all the other stuff, but he does bring amazing talent. So we shall see, right? We never got a chance to really see how the situation with what's his name before he got with the Mr. Second, Third, Fourth, Fifth, Sixth, Seventh chances. Never even got to really see him get a shot to prove himself because it just never happened, and off he went. But names escaped. I hate that when it happens. You know, names in my head, pictures of the guy I can't remember. You know who I'm talking about. But maybe the OBJ thing will happen, and we'll actually see him make plays in the field and see that thing play out. Anyway, that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll connect again. Hoping to do a dive in with Dovin this afternoon, later this evening, if we can make it work. So, coordinating it. But return of the roundtable coming up here. Now that the second half of the season is coming up. Volleyball season for high school is over, unfortunately. I'll tell you more about that later. But yeah, so we're moving on and got a little more time now. So hopefully we'll be able to squeeze in some roundtables as the season second half act kicks in. All right, you guys, got to run. Have a great day. We'll talk to y'all later. Go Hawks.